Hey everyone! Have you ever felt like life is just throwing one challenge after another at you, and no one ever taught you how to handle it? Maybe you've struggled with anxiety, self-doubt, or just feeling stuck, and you've wished someone would give you a clear, practical guide to navigate it all. Well, that's exactly what Dr. Julie Smith delivers in her incredible book, Why Has Nobody Told Me This Before? This book is like a mental health toolkit, packed with science-backed strategies, relatable insights, and actionable advice that you can start using today. Whether you're dealing with stress, low motivation, or just want to understand your mind better, this video is for you. We're going to break down the key lessons from the book, so you can walk away with practical tools to transform your mental health. Let's dive in. Before we get into the lessons, let's talk about the author. Dr. Julie Smith is a clinical psychologist with over a decade of experience helping people just like you and me. She's also a huge advocate for making mental health education accessible to everyone, which is why she's become so popular on social media. Her book is a reflection of that mission. It's written in a way that's easy to understand, even if you've never read a psychology book before. The book is divided into sections that tackle different aspects of mental health, like managing anxiety, building confidence, and breaking free from negative thought patterns. Each chapter is filled with practical tools and exercises that you can apply to your own life. It's like having a therapist in your pocket, ready to guide you whenever you need it. Now, let's explore the key lessons. One of the most powerful ideas in the book is that your emotions are not the enemy. Dr. Smith explains that emotions are like signals. They're your brain's way of telling you something important. For example, anxiety might be a sign that you're facing uncertainty, while sadness could mean you've lost something valuable. Instead of pushing these feelings away, the book teaches you how to listen to them and respond in a healthy way. Dr. Smith introduces the concept of emotional regulation, which is the ability to manage your emotions without letting them take over. She shares a simple but effective technique called naming your emotions. Here's how it works. When you're feeling overwhelmed, take a moment to identify what you're feeling. Say to yourself, I feel anxious, or I feel frustrated. Just naming the emotion can help you gain control over it. It's like turning down the volume on your emotions so you can think clearly. Another key idea is that emotions are temporary. They come and go like waves. When you're in the middle of a tough emotion, it can feel like it's going to last forever. But Dr. Smith reminds us that it won't. This perspective can be incredibly comforting when you're going through a rough patch. Now, let's talk about anxiety, a topic so many of us struggle with. Dr. Smith explains that anxiety often comes from overestimating threats and underestimating our ability to cope. For example, you might worry about a presentation at work, imagining all the things that could go wrong, while forgetting that you've handled similar situations before. One of the most powerful tools she shares is the stop technique. S. Stop what you're doing. T. Take a breath. Focus on your breathing for a few seconds to calm your nervous system. O. Observe your thoughts and feelings. What's going on in your mind and body? P. Proceed with intention. Decide how you want to respond rather than reacting impulsively. This simple method helps you pause and respond to anxiety in a way that's thoughtful and intentional. Dr. Smith also emphasizes the importance of self-compassion. Instead of beating yourself up for feeling anxious, try treating yourself with the same kindness you'd show a friend. For example, if a friend told you they were feeling anxious, you wouldn't say, "Stop being ridiculous." You'd probably say, "It's okay to feel this way. Let's figure it out together." Why not offer yourself the same support? Confidence is another big theme in the book. Dr. Smith argues that confidence isn't something you're born with, it's something you build through action. She introduces the idea of behavioral activation, which means taking small, meaningful steps even when you don't feel motivated. For example, if you're feeling low, doing something as simple as going for a walk or tidying up your space can boost your mood and confidence. She also talks about the comparison trap, how constantly comparing yourself to others can destroy your self-worth. Social media makes this especially hard because everyone's highlight reel looks perfect while you're seeing your own behind the scenes. Dr. Smith encourages you to focus on your own progress and celebrate small wins. As she says, you don't have to be perfect to be worthy. Another great tip is to reframe failure. Instead of seeing failure as proof that you're not good enough, see it as a learning opportunity. For example, if you didn't get the job you wanted, instead of thinking, I'm a failure, try thinking, this wasn't the right fit, but I learned a lot from the experience. This shift in mindset can help you build resilience and confidence over time. We all have that inner critic, the voice in our head that says, you're not good enough, or you're going to fail. Dr. Smith explains that these thoughts are often distorted and not based on reality. She introduces the concept of cognitive restructuring, which is a fancy way of saying you can challenge and change those negative thoughts. Here's how it works. When you catch yourself thinking something negative, ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Is it true? What evidence do I have for and against this thought? For example, if you're thinking, I'll never succeed, ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Probably not. Is it true? Well, have you succeeded at anything before? If the answer is yes, then the thought isn't true. By replacing these thoughts with more balanced ones, like, I'm doing my best, and that's enough, you can shift your mindset and feel more in control. Dr. Smith also talks about the importance of self-awareness. Pay attention to the stories you tell yourself. Are they empowering or limiting? By becoming aware of your thought patterns, you can start to change them. One of the things I love about this book is how practical it is. Dr. Smith doesn't just talk about theories. She gives you tools you can use right away. Here are a few of my favorites. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 grounding technique. When you're feeling overwhelmed, name 5 things you can see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. This brings you back to the present moment and helps calm your mind. Journaling. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you process them and gain clarity. Try writing for just 5 minutes a day, no pressure to make it perfect. Gratitude practice. Taking a few minutes each day to reflect on what you're grateful for can shift your focus from what's wrong to what's right in your life. For example, you might write, I'm grateful for my morning coffee, or I'm grateful for my friend who always makes me laugh. Dr. Smith also emphasizes the importance of self-care. This doesn't have to be anything fancy. It could be as simple as taking a walk, reading a book, or spending time with loved ones. The key is to make time for activities that recharge you. By now, you can probably see why this book is such a game changer. Dr. Julie Smith doesn't just tell you what to do, she shows you how to do it, step by step. Whether you're dealing with anxiety, low self-esteem, or just want to understand your mind better, Why Has Nobody Told Me This Before? Is a must-read. So, what's next? If you found this summary helpful, I highly recommend grabbing a copy of the book and diving deeper into these strategies. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more book summaries and mental health tips. Let me know in the comments, what's one thing you're going to try from this book? Thanks for watching, and remember, your mental health matters. See you in the next video.